Hello and welcome back to another episode of Angel's Craft Closet. Today I'm going to be working on a Star Wars birthday card and a Star Wars gift card holder. October seems to be my month for birthdays in the family. I was so excited when Creative Imaginations came out with the line of Star Wars papers and these rub-ons. And I had gotten this glossy black paper at a rubber stamp and scrapbook expo, and this was the first chance I'd gotten to use it. But I just love these rub-ons, and I was excited to try to use them in a card, even though I have lots of scrapbook pages planned for them as well. And this is a sheet of the paper from the series. Again, it's by Creative Imaginations. I'm just cutting out some of these squares to use as embellishments on the front of my card and gift card holder. My base of the black glossy paper is 5.5 inches wide by 4 1/4. The additional pieces I sized to fit according to the pieces I cut out from that Creative Imaginations paper. So I had picked out a rub-on to add onto the front, the classic Star Wars saying, and on the inside I'm going to use a basic happy birthday saying, but later on it's for my father-in-law. I'm going to use a black magic marker and add in the phrase, "You were born." So on the front it'll say, "A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." You'll open it up and it'll say, "You were born." And hopefully he won't take it the wrong way. I am finding this background paper, it's kind of hard to tell. It's a shinier silver color, and it took a little bit more effort to get the rub-ons to actually adhere. So a little bit of elbow grease and your bone folder and you should be good to go. So here I'm just attaching the word rub-on to another piece of the black glossy paper. And I'm using some of this silver ink just to highlight the edges of the Darth Vader. I was finding that against the glossy paper the image turned out rather flat, so I wanted to play up the image and just add a little bit of dimension with the ink. And then just to add another little touch to the highlighted white areas, I'm adding some Stampin' Up! Dazzling Diamonds. And I'm just using this glue pen to get into those finer areas because I don't want a whole bunch of glitter on him, just enough to add a little dimension. So I'm just highlighting those white areas with that glue pen and adding some of the Dazzling Diamonds. Just tapping off the excess. And there we go. Just a little bit of shimmer and shine. Darth needs it. And so I'm just placing him on the left side of the card. I'm using some dimensional adhesive to attach the phrase just to make it stand up a little bit against the Darth Vader piece. I just really love this black glossy paper. I need to find some more projects to use it. One of the things I really liked about it was that on the inside it's white, so you don't have to add any extra cardstock to add your message and have it be readable. Normally on my cards I don't do too much in terms of stamping on the inside, but I didn't want to put the happy birthday greeting on the front of this one. I wanted it to be all Star Wars. So here's the happy birthday from the Warmest Regards stamp set from Stampin' Up! Again, I'm going to go back in later and add my own little personal jab, if you will. I just really like how this is turning out. And if I haven't mentioned it, I love this line of Star Wars. And here is the gift card base that I am going to use for the gift card we're giving my father-in-law. The gift card holder itself is 4.5 inches wide by 8 1/8 inch long. I scored this at 2 7/8 inches and at 5 7/8 inches. And the black gift card holder insert on the inside itself is going to be 4.5 inches by 2 7/8 inches. The flap pieces that I was working on here, the flap itself is 4 1/4 by 2 inches, so the inside, or excuse me, is 4.5 by 2 1/4, and then the flap pieces are 4 by 1 7/8 and 4 1/4 by 2 inches. Sorry about that. And so I had picked another rub-on piece from that set, just to use on top of that foil cut out from the paper. Have I mentioned I love this paper? I'm going in and I'm rounding the corners just with a small corner rounder punch, just to add a little bit of softness. I'm doing that both on the outside flap and on the inside flap. And I just chose to use some more of the shiny black paper on the inside. And then to make the holder for the gift card, I'm using the Stampin' Up! Slip punch. And I'm lining up the gift card in the center and laying the punch over it, and removing the card and punching it. Now I'm just going to put the gift card back in so I can line up the correct placement of the other punch. You want to give it just a little bit of leeway when you're trying to measure, because the gift card is a little bit thicker, so you want to make sure that when you punch it, it won't be too snug. And give it a test fit before you adhere it in case you have to redo it, and I speak from experience. And so I'm just adding adhesive then to the back, making sure not to go over the slits I just punched. And I'm putting that right in the middle. I sized it to fit pretty much right in that middle section of the gift card holder. Now I'm just going to adhere the decor to the front flap. Now to keep the gift card holder closed, I am attaching some adhesive Velcro, just a small piece. You don't need very much because it's pretty sticky. I believe you can get this at any big craft store. So I'm just attaching it to the flap and pushing it down, and then separating the pieces. That way you don't have to worry about lining up the top flap and the base. And so here we have the card and the coordinating gift card holder. Now just as an additional touch, I am selecting another rub-on to add to the flap of the envelope for the card. And I'm just going to put it right there. On the outside it says, "May the force be with you." So again, using the bone folder to rub the image right onto the envelope. Such cool rub-ons. And here is the ensemble set. Well, again, thank you for watching my video, and please do visit my blog at angelscraftcloset.blogspot.com. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.